Hello and welcome to another episode of The Last 7 Podcast. We're a Newport-based podcast, a not-so-philosophical wax regarding the last 7 days. I'm your host, as always, Dan Rowley. With me today, Antonio Romola.
Hello.
Kenneth Trainer.
Hello.
And just about, eventually, Justin Cliff.
Finally.
Hi.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody well? You good?
Happy? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
It has been a long bank holiday weekend for me. Had 4 days off work. Done pretty much nothing.
I don't know what you would have been doing. What have you been doing?
It's exactly what you think, but with some films checked in as well. The best film in the world was on yesterday, but because my TV's broke, I had to settle for the Blu-ray on my own, just chilling on the sofa.
Just about sat up for the Blu-ray, did you?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Dances with Wolves. What do you think about that for the first commentary? 3 hours long, so we'll do it in 2 parts.
I haven't seen it in a long time. So.
I don't think you've seen it all before. That was the conclusion I drew, I reckon.
Yeah, me and Dan both agree that you probably... It's the sort of film that you would
3
have
hours
just got
long,
bored
as
with
they
in the
say,
first
so-
like 20 minutes and given up on watching.
Do we each get to choose a film? You say the first commentary. Is it going to go around?
Oh, I'd love to do that. Yeah, our favourites. That'd be awesome.
I think, because Jay, if you don't like Dances with Wolves, if you think that's bad, try The Mission.
Don't eat... What the fuck are you doing?
King of Thieves? Robin Hood, King of Thieves?
Prince of Thieves.
Oh, Prince of Thieves. Alright, yeah. So when was...
There was
on
a
the
sequel
timeline
that
of
they,
Costner, well, yeah. The
they
King of...
missed a trick.
Yeah. The
Dances with-
timeline of Costner where
Well,
we're
that's
talking.
1990, I think, Dances with Wolves.
Ooh, the timeline of Costner.
And 1991 for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
It was the film he made immediately after.
Fucking
Wow.
hell, man.
There
And the
you
film
go.
immediately after that
He was
was
on a roll.
JFK.
Oh, dude, when we think about Kevin Costner in the 90s, though, on a roll is
Well-
an understatement.
Yeah,
He's he's the actor, like.
I'd say obviously The Untouchables is 1987.
The
The
Bodyguard.
Untouchable, then it's
Yeah.
Dance with Wolves, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, JFK, The Bodyguard.
Yeah, The Bodyguard.
A
yeah,
Perfect
yeah.
World, if you remember that.
Yeah.
That was
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. That precedes them. That's 89.
89.
I did skip that one out though.
Did he play someone's dad in something? Like something like Zorro?
Tin Cup.
Yeah, Tin Cup.
What the hell
Waterworld.
is Tin Cup?
What world?
Tin Cup is a
Golf movie.
What about
The Postman.
Waterworld? Is that the decline then?
95.
I like Waterworld, man.
Yeah.
I think the film you were thinking about earlier as well about Kevin Costner playing someone's dad. It's in Man of Steel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Zorro. That was a stretched relationship.
Like Zorro. Same sort of fucking thing on the chest. He plays the ineffectual, hardline dick parent in
Yeah.
Man of Steel.
Yeah. Who saves
What's I
the
supposed
dog?
to do, Dad? Let him die? Maybe. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought. Sorry, aren't you the moral guide on this planet? This why I'm a good person because of my parents.
I really didn't like that in Man of Steel.
What's that? His dad.
Yeah, that he doesn't save him.
Justin was totally right beforehand. Man, I was
I just think it's just
really,
not...
really engrossed with the movie. Love it. But yeah, quite right. No.
No,
Well,
Jonathan, Jonathan Kent.
you can do it quicker than anybody could see. So do it. And when
Yeah.
he says no, you'll be like, "What happened?" Oh, amazingly, we ran out the other side. Just pretend to be. Well, you are genuinely hurt. That's why you can't move. So you would have done it as well.
Yeah.
There's no way you wouldn't have done it.
Jonathan Kent dies of a heart attack,
attack.
doesn't he? That's the lesson that you can't save everyone, not just stand there and watch him die and accept you can't save everyone.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Fuck
You can't
that.
save everyone is the lesson from the first, and then his lesson seems to be you mustn't save everyone.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
Not until you meet your real dad with the suit. What was that?
Which football team does Kevin Costner support?
Arsenal, big gunner.
It's true, it is Arsenal. While filming Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, he attended a match and has followed the team ever since.
Amazing.
No, you should. Obviously support Nottingham Forest, but
Kevin Costner and the Modern West.
is that a film or?
No, it's a rock country band of which Kevin Costner is the lead singer.
I'll bet. Hold on. Him and Bryan Adams ever played together?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think so.
They've never been seen on the same stage.
Unlike Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting.
Do you remember when we went to that tiny little festival in the fucking arse end of nowhere that George's mum described as like a small Glastonbury?
Yeah, mini Glastonbury.
Yeah, and then we
it
went and there was about
mini.
8 people camping. Like, their car doors
to be
were like
fair-
open and they were sat in the cars whilst talking to people in the tents and stuff, just drinking beers and stuff. And then you went into the festival with these wristbands and they had the strongest cider in there. They had like 8.5 on tap.
Love
This
it.
really fucking sweet cider. We got absolutely hammered, and then they had these tribute acts, right? Rod Stewart tribute act that everyone stormed the stage on and got on. Do you remember any?
They had like a
I didn't go, I wasn't
12-year-old
there.
girl doing
Yeah, you were.
Michael Jackson.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
A 12-year-old girl,
No, mate.
12-year-old girl doing Michael
Mm.
Jackson with two like other girls as their backing singers and dancers.
Mm.
It was, and yeah, they had what
It
else?
was
They had?
hilarious, mate.
Wasn't there, buddy.
Are you sure?
Pretty positive, yeah.
Yeah, you'd remember this, surely.
No, he
I
wasn't.
do remember the 12-year-old Michael Jackson
Well, we
impersonator
really
and going,
remember
the
the tour.
irony in that performance.
I don't think he was interested in little girls, was he?
I don't, whatever he was interested in, it was fucked up.
Yeah, I thought it was little boys though, that all the accusations
Either
were.
or, you get it where you can when you look like a fucking waxwork, I think.
No, I think all the accusations were.
I bet his wax
No,
work
it was.
wasn't hard, in fairness.
No. It was just when he started,
Do you
like,
think that was like a trainee wax worker's first one? Because it was just
they
fucking
got his
easy.
plastic surgeon in to do it. Just then use that as a template. Fuck
But
yeah.
it's just his face, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Sliced
interchangeable.
off before he went
Waxwork
into the
looked
coffin.
brilliant until it started signing autographs and everybody shat themselves. It was him. Oh, let's have a look then. Right, Eurovision Song Contest was on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's pictures up of Justin already on the Facebook page dressed as Gene Simmons off of Kiss,
Yeah.
who is Israeli.
He's Israeli American. It's
Nice.
the day before I typed in famous Israeli people. First person who popped up. Thought, yeah, easy. Went onto the costume website. A Gene Simmons like one piece costume was 16 quid.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Oh shit! I've got to get off Amazon Prime.
Born in Tirat Carmel in Israel.
Yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Gene
Chaim.
Simmons.
Is it?
Yeah.
Chaim Witz. Also known as the Demon or Dr. Love.
Oh, nice.
Because he said he slept with over 10,000 women, something like that.
Sure. Well, he sold over 100 million records, so I was going to say surely not, but
It's been going for a while. Kiss are fucking popular.
I think he does alright. 2008, he was on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And he won $500,000 for the Elizabeth Glasser Pediatric AIDS
I think he's
Foundation.
quite. I think he's
charity.
pretty.
Yeah.
He's quite
And
bright.
then he did
yeah.
Celebrity Apprentice the same year and won 20 grand for the same charity.
Oh, well in.
Yeah, he's,
What was the charity? Sorry.
it's the Elizabeth Glasser Pediatric AIDS Foundation.
Oh, fantastic! What a guy.
Advocate for Child Fund International.
Would you say that you're a philanderer?
I don't really know what the meaning of the word is. So.
Well, Justin's got it wrong for it.
generally. Yeah, did I? A philanderer.
Philanthropist.
What is it?
His
For charity.
family received the Mend Humanitarian Award for their philanthropic efforts and support for Mending Kids International at the organisation's annual gala on November the 9th, 2013. The award was presented by Mel Gibson. Isn't that really
Wow.
weird ending? Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't Mel Gibson a Holocaust denier though? I mean,
Well,
I know his
he's-
father is, but wasn't that drunken rant all about?
He's on record as being anti-Semitic. Yeah.
Right. His dad's a proper Holocaust denier though.
Hmm.
Like for real, like a proper one, like written books about, you know, yeah, they weren't exterminated by the Nazis. They just left Europe. They were all in New York and stuff. Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Do you not know about that?
Yeah, I know a little
He's
bit about
fucking-
Holocaust
Fucking
now.
disgusting considering what actually happened. But people hold those beliefs. They can't actually believe it, which is the weird thing. But they sound very. They convince themselves, you know.
We should try and get an interview with David Irving.
Yeah, we should.
Ask him about it.
Why the fuck not? What country did you have for Eurovision, Tone?
I had Russia.
You
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah, and I was so close to winning the damn thing. Would have won the pot of money. Do you know what? I
Yeah.
can't even remember if I may have put extra money in for another country. I can't remember now if I did or
I
not.
can't imagine you've ever
I was
put
pissed.
money anywhere and not known
I was
about
pissed, but I was
it. There's
talking
no
about-
way.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I
No,
genuinely
Ken's
can't
right.
remember the
Stop
country.
thinking about it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. If you put money somewhere, you'd know about it.
No, I did genuinely. I think I may have done, but I was so pissed I can't remember what country.
It'd
it
be
was. I
accounted
think it
for.
was
You'd have a
Ghana.
receipt. You'd make George,
You made George
It
give
went
you a
right
receipt. A betting slip.
George's sister Rosie won. Hopefully, they all got a card at Eurovision. So I definitely saw one person roaching it. So maybe they're not listening, but they should be. And if so, congratulations, Rosie, on winning that pot. When Tone thought he was going to
Yeah,
lose
'cause she
Ken,
wouldn't have
he
had
wanted
to-
to enter into a
it
deal with
wouldn't have been
Rosie
able
and
to
say,
see.
yeah, if we come first and second, do you want to have the money? She was always
She
thinking.
wasn't having it.
Just
No.
on his. Yeah, of course she
was
wasn't.
gutted.
I
He
said,
was
look,
gutted.
if one of us, whichever one of us wins, it won't matter then if we split it. If we make
Look
a deal.
at his eyes now as
Yeah, I
he
know,
like recants
trying to
the
get
story.
that money.
Imagine how intense his eyes were when he was saying it to Rosie,
When she
who
saw-
was in the lead, had no incentive to go in on this
Yeah.
gamble with him, yet he was trying to convince her to give up half of the money she was almost guaranteed.
One might argue she had the best costume as well, so deserving of that
Ah,
cash.
yeah.
She came as a table of Swedish meatballs, a table and a plate of Swedish meatballs, with the head popping up through the middle. It looked amazing.
It
Oh.
did look amazing. It was fucking amazing.
Been reading a bit about Hutton Gibson,
Hutton Gibson.
Mel Gibson's
Oh, Mel
dad.
Gibson's dad, right? Okay, Hutton.
Yeah, he was Jeopardy Grand Champion,
Right.
father of 11 children, including Mel Gibson.
What?
He's also a writer on, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, sedevacantism.
Okay.
I think that's how you'd say it, but it's the position held by a minority of traditionalist Catholics that the present occupation of the papal see is not truly pope, and that for a lack of a valid pope, the see has been vacant since the death of Pope Pius XII. Theological and disciplinary changes implemented by or following the Second Vatican Council between 1962 and 1965.
That was the reason
which-
that JP2 wanted to be was nearly executed. That Portuguese friar said after that
The Second Vatican Council.
that he wasn't happy with it. So he tried to nail him.
Sedevacantism. If you know how to pronounce that, please let us know. Or
Let us know
me
by contacting us on Twitter at @thelast7 or emailing us thelast7podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
None of those formats are great to describe to us how to pronounce a word.
No, but Wikipedia usually
bang on that.
says, doesn't it? It
It
usually
usually gives you the what's it
So
called, the
phonetic,
phonetics. Yeah.
Voice recording.
Sedevacantism.
Sedevacantism.
so
Well
it
done.
says. Well, if that's right, it detects what language you're typing in, and
Mhm.
it says it's Esperanto.
So it's
Exactly the same in English.
Yeah,
But
a made-up language
I
for
just
a
thought of a
made-up
fucking
problem.
invention, mate.
Okay.
Right? Little tablet.
They
No,
could be-
dude, this is serious. You can't even put this out there, mate.
Okay.
okay.
Little tablet, right? Little hard case little tablet, like Game Boy size or something. Open it up. It's got a screen on it, keyboard. You write what you want to say. I'm a Chinese man in Bulgaria, right? And I want to buy something.
Isn't that the
So
place?
I type it into this device that's connected to the internet,
Yeah.
right? Type it into this device, spin the device around, it translates it into words on the screen, and it also says it to the person.
Yeah,
that
and then the
exists.
first
That
one you
exists.
do,
That exists.
right? Excellent, great.
Of course it
Okay,
exists.
Back to the drawing board. How many years late am I with that?
Loads.
Loads.
Fuck off! I've never seen anyone
As
use
you were
one of them.
describing it, even I thought I've seen or heard
No,
that.
wait, what?
Yeah.
I've never seen.
No,
one
I
of
knew
them.
this that when I did my postgrad.
Oh, fucking hell,
We're
mate.
going back to 2006, 2007. Fuck you.
When did the internet start? Because it was then, wasn't it?
It's- What you're saying? The first invention of the back of the internet.
No, I'm just saying there was a guy, a lad, Shimon, he was Japanese, he had one. All I was trying to do, right, was say that all our games of how many popes are completely invalid.
Oh,
Right?
Only by a factor of like
Oh,
sort of
mate,
3 or
is
4
that what
points.
you were getting round to?
That's what I was getting at.
Sorry, mate.
You said you had loads.
Oh, mate,
today.
we've
Have
done
we
nothing.
done any of the
None of
stuff
it.
that's
None.
on your pad?
Right,
none
let's look at
whatsoever.
the page and let's get some facts, some content, out there, guys.
All right, then.
All right, I think I rallied us enough
Sounds
for this
good,
next
yeah,
bit.
sounds good
Big
to
story
me.
of the week,
I'm ready for
and
it.
the video will go up. There's a couple of angles, and it's fantastic. The edge, over the edge.
Oh, dude, I've seen it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
What is
It's
this?
far, dude. It's
You
fucking
know,
brilliant.
the edge from U2.
The Edge from
U2, the band. Wow.
What do you
No,
think
I
he's
I
trying
know
to
the
do?
band U2.
You never know. You never know what he's going
What
to
is
say
it?
next.
Is it a song? Is it The Edge?
The Edge is the guitarist from U2.
That's what he's
Oh,
called.
right,
He's called
okay,
The
alright,
Edge.
okay.
He
I didn't
calls
know. I'm not a
himself
fan
The
of
Edge.
U2. I don't really like
No,
it.
me neither. So you'll love it.
Okay.
They were performing in Canada, and it seems like it's towards the end, because the Edge is just walking. It's a big thrust part of the stage, and he's walking back. The footstep you think, because you know he's going to fall off the edge,
Why do you know?
because he's walking towards it and he's just looking about playing his guitar.
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
step
he's
you think,
going for it,
but the
mate.
step you think he's going to take off and fall off the stage, he doesn't, and it must have like the perfect amount of balance. Because there's at least 3/4 of his foot over the edge.
Yeah,
so you know the step that he does take is just a full-on step to nothing.
Yeah.
And he fucking goes down in a straight pole axe and just falls backwards.
Yeah.
Speaking of U2 and Ireland, first country to legalise gay marriage. Vote happened a couple of days ago.
Yeah, good.
Totally.
It's not the first country to legalise gay marriage.
Yeah, fully legitimate gay marriage as opposed to civil union or partnership. Yeah.
Oh.
right.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, this came after a story last Sunday that I read about a bakery that had been successfully sued by a gay couple because they wouldn't make them a cake because it was for a same-sex marriage. And they were ordered to pay £500 in damages.
And I think Ian Hislop made a very good point about this, where he said that it throws up the question that if you had a Muslim cake maker, and you went in and said, "I want a cake with the Prophet Muhammad on it," well, you're open. Do you know what I mean? Legally, you have to do it. Like,
but I think that's
how is it?
I think that's woefully intellectually dishonest to be in Hislop because no, it isn't the same at all.
No,
Clearly
but
not.
Yeah, but it's about your beliefs. So why couldn't you say like I don't?
Because those beliefs that a Christian bakery held persecute against others' civil liberties.
Not really.
Making an image of
It's
Muhammad
not
is
per-
something
it's
that
not-
I wouldn't
It's
do
not persecution. It's just saying I don't want to make a cake for you.
because you're gay.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Religious views are even affecting bakers now, and how things get
Yeah, I
baked.
know. Wait till they get to the grocers, mate.
I mean, I don't want people baking and think, is this?
That's what I was going to do. I was going to ask him what he thought.
Oh yeah, what do you think? What if somebody approached you and said, "I'd like these 2 cucumbers, please," and you just, making conversation, went, "Oh, lovely salad, nice on a hot day." Went, "No, I'm going to use them as a marital aid. Me and my boyfriend are going to elastic band these together and use it as a double-ended anal dildo."
Why would you need?
Would you say
Why would you need the elastic?
what to keep them
Why
together
would
in the middle so you can break them off like
Yeah,
Darth
but
Maul's
they
lightsaber?
got
Well, just one, just get one and stick that.
Not
both
big
ends
enough.
of
Not
that
big
are
enough.
alright.
Not big enough.
enough.
Not big enough.
So 2 cucumbers elastic banded together.
Yeah, you got a bit of flex, like a bendy bus. So you get a bit of flexibility in the not as big. So what are your views on that, Tone?
The first thing I'd do is I'd probably laugh a little bit
Great.
and say, "Oh right, okay," and then I'd probably have to just stick to shop policy and ask them if they only wanted half a cucumber instead of the whole one, just in case they didn't need the whole amount. I was like, "Do you need the whole amount for that? Or if you don't, I can cut it in half for you." And a lot of people don't want a whole cucumber.
Is there a shop policy when you're saying, "Well, thanks for telling me that. Bit too much information, but I must warn you. Here's some advice if you're going to do that." Have you got to do that? Have you got to do courses as a grocer? If people are going to I'm thinking of sticking these 2 baked potatoes up my ass. Anything? What are the best
and then have I
type?
got to call the police and say, "Oh,
No, not
just
the
to let
police.
you know, just to let you know, someone's trying to buy a potato to shove it up their friend's ass."
I wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Ring the police, mate.
No, if someone comes in and asks for that, you ring the police straight away, mate.
Yeah.
Because what crime's being committed?
What, shoving a potato up their friend's ass?
Friends. Fucking hell. I love it if that's your. Oh, those 2 friends are getting married. It's beautiful.
Oh, can I tell you a quick story to appease Krista because she was unhappy with the way it went at Eurovision. We auditioned for the game show Pointless a month or so ago.
All right. Yeah.
So I'm going to give you the questions that we had. See how well you do.
These
Yeah,
are the genuine ones.
Yeah, these are the ones that we had. Yeah.
How'd you have them?
We played like a game of Pointless. There was because we were all in 2s. There was 5 sets of 2,
Oh, okay.
and we just played with two producers. So you ready to play Pointless?
Yeah, go and give it a go.
All right, Ken.
Hello, Dan.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
nice
you for
to meet
having
you.
me.
Whereabouts are you from, Kenneth?
I'm from Newport in South Wales.
First category is science. Any chemical element
Oh,
with the letter O in it. Any chemical element with the letter O. I scored 2 for this. Fucking nailed it.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But I have got this mug with the periodic table on it.
Can I have a quick look?
No. There's
Way
loads.
smarter than me.
There are loads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's loads, mate.
Oh.
It's an easy thing.
Alright,
Go.
iron.
Iron. You're going for iron. Let's have a look at the
now,
board.
Yeah.
34, Ken.
Oh.
34. All right, Justin. How you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Where are you from?
Shropshire.
What do you do there in Shropshire?
Just stay with my parents sometimes.
We're looking for a chemical element with the letter O in it.
Gold.
Gold. Excellent. Not a good one.
Fuck off!
Gold, mate. Are you fucking mad? When you hear the rest of the
Can
answers...
I say hydrogen instead?
Nope.
Oh, you took mine.
No, sorry, you can have it now. It's fine.
What the fuck?
I'm going to take your first
Just
answer.
gave it him.
Mine would be better than yours.
Yeah, 40.
I get
40
1
for
point.
gold, mate.
40.
Easily 40.
That was weird though. It went on much longer to get to 34.
Yeah. 40.
I'm going to put the effect in afterwards, so it'll sound better.
Oh, you are going to put the...
Yeah, of course. Tom,
Are you going to re-record the chat as well? 'Cause
yeah, I think
I
so.
think that might be...
I'll edit quite a bit of this, I think. Antonio, how you doing?
Yeah, right.
Where you from, mate?
Newport.
Newport, nice. I like the place. What do you do there in Newport?
A bit of wheeling, dealing in the market.
A chemical element with the letter O in it.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Yeah.
45, I'm afraid, mate, for hydrogen. So
Hey!
No. Yeah. Highest score there.
That's higher.
Could have had neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, unobtainium.
Krypton is fucking fictional.
What? No, it's not. Krypton. There you go.
Is that where the krypton factor
Atomic
comes
number 36.
from? Yeah, now.
Nobelium you could have had. Homium, Californium that I went with. Gadalium, plutonium,
I said good darling.
protactinium, praseodymium. You ready for question 2?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to go from right to left this time. Antonio, can you name any of the original gladiators from the from the ITV series Gladiators?
Shadow?
Shadow.
Oh.
Shadow. Great shout, mate. Let's take a look at the board. Let's see if it's right, and then let's see how many points you get for Shadow. 10 points, mate. Well in.
Hey.
Well in. Leaving you with a total of 55. Justin, can you think of one of the names of the gladiators from the original TV show? Remember, you're looking for the one that you think least people would have remembered.
Rhino.
Rhino. Sweet. Sweet moves. 8 points, mate. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Ken? One of the original gladiators.
Saracen.
That's a good shout.
Good work. Good work.
He was on that Ninja Warrior. The
He
other
was on
week.
that Ninja Warrior. Failing big time. Biggest score of the round, I'm afraid, Ken. 25 points for Saracen.
Was Lightning a gladiator?
Lightning was a gladiator.
I should have said her, shouldn't I?
We went for Nightshade. Falcon was a pointless one.
The names are so obvious.
Could have Trojan, Trojan Warrior, Hunter.
Water.
That's
Gas.
a good one. What would your gladiator name be?
Gas, probably. No, mine would be windsurfer or something.
Oh, he's dangerous. In the right circumstances.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
dangerous,
yeah.
I have a very particular set of skills.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the wall. Ah, fuck.
Yeah. with the windsurf.
Yeah. Yeah,
Worse,
windsurfer at a disadvantage in this one, of course. In fact, in all games apart from water polo.
It could have been worse, mate. It could have been floater.
Oh fucking hell! Sorry, back to you.
No, not at all. What would your gladiator name be? Wee Jockey Campbell.
No. I don't know. Library.
Yeah, man.
Please
Yeah. Gallery.
give a subdued, quiet welcome
Yeah.
to library. Shh. Jay.
Hernia.
Oh man, that's really good. What was the third question? Oh, that was right. We'll start with Justin, then Ken, then Antonio. We're looking for any word in the English language that ends ICE.
Oh, I got a really shit one. I got
Okay.
a few really shit ones.
Well, do the one
the
you think
least
is the
shit
least
of
shit.
those.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're really shit.
Okay, all right. We'll do any one of them then if they're all equally shit.
Do you think you're actually going to win a prize if you win
Accomplice.
this?
Accomplice.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It
Not bad.
is. 12 points, mate.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Where did I
Do
store
you think
that
they really
song?
do that on?
I was going to say slice.
Oh.
Yeah, big score though, that man.
Yeah.
You ready, Ken?
Yep.
Okay. We're
Okay.
telling you nice.
I've had loads of time to think about it, waiting
Yeah.
for Justin. Not for,
Well,
the
that
first
would be
time, not
it.
for the first time tonight. I'm going to say bodice.
Making it worse, I like it. Good idea.
Bodice. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many
Cheers.
people said it.
What does it mean?
2 points, Ken.
Oh, I can't beat that. Solace.
Oh.
And I had malice. And
Solace.
solstice.
It's an
Yeah.
A. C-E.
It's an 8, yeah.
Just what?
Solace is A-C-E.
Oh, is it?
I let about malice.
All right.
That's spelled right, isn't it?
We'll take malice.
about right.
Ask the library.
Kenneth-
This is
Kenneth
his
knows-
round on
Kenneth knows words like
gladiators.
bollis or whatever it was. Bottis.
Bodice,
Bodice.
yeah.
It's like a corset.
Bottis.
3 points, mate. Well done. Good final charge. Well done. Well done. Excellent round of pointless, guys. Remember the dancing man that we covered? The poor guy, the poor big little puddly
he had
dude.
his party, didn't he?
Had his party this week, man, in LA. Sean O'Brien from Liverpool partied with Andrew WK.
Yeah.
Moby was the DJ for the day. The organiser, who we gave a shout out to as well, Cassandra Fairbanks. Obviously, she was there hosting the event. And of course, world-renowned anti-bullying campaigner Monica Lewinsky.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was odd. I didn't know she was an anti-bullying campaigner. I can see why. It was good though that it finished. Then they actually had the party because it took him a good while for them to track him down. But that's awesome. He also threw the first pitch at a Dodgers game as well. They have like a ceremonial first pitch of the season, I think it might be. But they have celebrities do throw out the first pitch.
Oh,
yeah, and he did that.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
John Nash died.
John Nash died this week. You were speaking about trying to split the money with Rosie, trying to work your way in and say we should share the cash if we both win. Exercising some game theory there, Tone. And this guy was he was the subject of the film A Beautiful Mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, he was in a taxi crash this week.
Him and his wife.
Him and his wife. Yeah,
Holy shit.
and he died.
So he's died suddenly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Well, he came up with the idea of game theory. Hero of the week, then, Ken, maybe.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I reckon that's a good show.
Whoa. Hero of the Week's like towards the end, isn't it? We're just going to move sections wherever we want them now, are we? What's going on here?
What's
What's this spontaneity?
This spontaneity is not...
never
It's
existed.
when I
for
think
mine
of it
and
when they go
Tone's
down the
cheat,
page.
mate.
Sometimes use
At
the previous
all.
ones as templates. That's why it might seem like there's a
we haven't even
semblance of
done This Week
order.
in History. That comes before Cunts and Heroes.
This week in history has been like quite near the end recently.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like it. Don't move the shit about. You can't open with like Ken's literary salon and then go to Antonio's, question of tone, and then we talk bollocks, and
I
then...
do what the fuck I like. Thank you very much.
Will we do cut of the week now?
Oh, Christ almighty.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, one likely candidate.
This is pretty harsh. This one, but it makes a wider point. I think. Has anybody heard of the show 19 Kids and Counting? There's been British versions of it.
19 kids accounting.
19.
It's a
That's
well,
American
it's like a
version.
reality show. Yeah, it's an American version. I think it was the originator. The British one was notably the 20. They've got 21 or 22 children
That's
now.
how one that you hate.
Yeah, it's mean because I don't hate it for any other reason. She was dull. So there's an American show. I think it was the original one called 19 Kids and Counting, and it's about the Duggar family. Dugger. Really
Duggar?
Duggar, yeah. Really Christian, heavily Christian family, and they have 19 children. Parents are given it, God says to go forth and multiply, so we're doing that. And the 19 children aren't all theirs. There's other kids in it because some of their kids have grown up and then had kids themselves. So there's more than 19 children there is the point. Josh Duggar, the eldest.
With each other.
Yeah.
They're very biblical.
So the eldest son, Josh Duggar, this week answered to, they weren't charges, no criminal charges being brought forward. Yeah, assaults committed on underage girls, at least 5 girls, when he was younger, when he was growing up, some of them being his siblings. The statute
I was saying that as like a bad joke as well.
Statute of limitations, the police say that are over, so there can't be any criminal charges brought because there's been so much time passed. It's ridiculous, I know. And he's come out saying that he hasn't admitted doing anything, but he says his behaviour in his early teens was inexcusable, and he's thankful for God's grace and forgiveness at this time. There's a presidential candidate, Republican candidate called Mike Huckabee. So this Josh Duggar, I'm not even going for cunt of the week, although that's self-evident. He should just be fucking tried and sent to jail forever. Mike Huckabee, Republican presidential candidate, says Josh's actions are inexcusable, like he says, but not unforgivable. The broad point I think it makes is that if it was, say, a large Muslim family and that would have happened, what their views might be as a right-wing Christian family.
Is he proposing to abolish the death penalty? Just if things are not unforgivable, then you'd think. So.
One might, it'd be good to look up his stance on that, or Mike Huckabee, because you might think Republican candidate's probably all for it, probably welcoming it. Mike Huckabee's this week's cunt of the week. I know it's a real sort of downer, and I'm sorry about that, but fuck you.
Horrible cunt.
On a lighter note, Caitlin Duro sets the hoverboard distance world record. Actual propeller-driven hoverboard.
What is it? What was the record?
It's only 20 metres longer than the longest ski jump.
What?
It's only 275 meters. It said
Only?
he said it can go up to really.
Yeah.
What's that?
Only.
Yeah, you went. It's only.
No, a hoverboard. You'd want it to be a bit longer, I think, than a guy who can just jump it on skis.
Hoverboard. I just want it to be
Well, it is.
near me,
Well,
so
it
I
is.
could use
How does
it.
it work?
It's propeller driven.
So if someone
So
said to you, 100 quid, you can do a hoverboard for 272 meters.
No
Would you do
way.
it? No, not like one of these ones with the big fans underneath it, like a Back to the Future.
Well, I just save up and buy one then, as opposed to like renting it for 270 meters.
I don't get it. Do you sit on it?
No, you stand on it. It's a hoverboard. Otherwise, that's a helicopter you're thinking of. I think they can fly way longer.
Wait, so how does this board work? It's got big fans underneath it,
Hmm.
and it's connected to a mains, I assume.
No, it can't be.
Well, no, yeah, of course, I assume. That'd be ridiculous. Cable's only 4 meters long, so she hasn't got
Yeah,
much chance to be
hoverboards.
like
They're only 20 quid. That's amazing. Yeah, no, they fuck you on the extension leads. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
depends
yeah,
how far
yeah.
you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's £1 a meter, so doesn't sound a lot.
Wow. Okay.
You
Alright.
said wow, but I can see your face.
Well,
and
no,
it's
because I thought I heard you say a jump, and I was thinking, how's it doing a jump if it can't go up a ramp? I thought I heard you say did a jump.
No, I said
misheard you.
that the record, the hoverboard record, is only 20 meters longer than the ski jump world record, which is a guy skiing
yeah,
off
yeah,
a
that's
ramp.
Why do you
what-
keep saying only as if it's not an achievement?
All right. Amazingly, it's a full 20 meters, for the 2,000 centimeters longer.
Yes.
How fast does it go?
I don't know. I didn't.
Bloody
look
hell.
at
I don't know if I'd want to get on
4
it.
miles an hour.
that. Not happy.
You wouldn't want to get one.
I don't know if I'd want to get on one.
Not
of
happy
them.
with ancient tools. Not happy with the future of hoverboards.
Unless they dress me up as Silver Surfer. That'd be cool.
No, you would be the windsurfer then on gladiators.
The windsurfer.
You'd only ever need to travel like 92 metres or whatever it is, 290.
Huckabee supports the death penalty, but only reluctantly. He believes that eliminating parole gives no incentive for rehabilitation, and believes that more prisons should be built and that their management should be privatised.
Of course.
He's
If you
strongly.
privatise prisons, wouldn't that become like a sort of slave factory?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know?
He's into that sort of shit by the looks
In
of
American prisons, they make a huge percentage of the white goods that go on sale in America, the like army stuff. I think they make all of the dog tags and body armor for the United States military. They license plates, famously.
Most
I think
of the
it-
stuff we buy is made by prisoners in China.
For real? Prisoners?
Well, it's one way of describing it. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Pretty
Well, no, but not
accurate.
like political prisons in particular. They
Yeah.
in manufacturing, aren't they? That's
Mm.
Why are they getting them to do that?
There's a billion of them, mate, in total.
No, just
So if you
because.
can imprison a load of dissidents, then
Yeah,
get a fucking work.
put them to
Keep them
work.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them busy, but also you don't have to pay him. So, game on. Look
Profit
at these.
margin sounds really good there.
Not impressed with the past, well, the distant past tone. Not impressed with the future. What about a little bit of the past?
Yeah.
This week in
Yeah,
history?
no, I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah,
I'll have a
sweet.
dose.
Let's get the fuck back there then. Occam's razor. All things being equal, the simplest explanation tends to be the right one. So
Right.
take out all factors that you're not.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. That you're not sure of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invented by a guy called William of Ockham. And in 1328, this guy secretly left Avignon under threat from Pope John the 22nd. He was a really smart guy. Wrote about physics, wrote about philosophy.
Those popes.
Those popes,
Those
I know, right?
Popes
Those
fucked it.
popes.
He was up for reform. And then he was accused of heresy as well
The
for his
Pope
writings. No, sorry. This guy, William of Ockham.
Aye.
The Pope wanted to try him in Avignon and try him for heresy and probably get him burnt at the time. But he left secretly with a few other Franciscan friars. They were followers of St. Francis of Assisi, and the rules of St. Francis are that you don't have any possessions, you don't own anything whatsoever. Pope was against that. The Catholic Church is well into making money and keeping money.
Yeah.
Vatican Bank reported record earnings actually last year, £38 million. A lot of that goes on the fucking weird costumes though, I guess. So yeah, he fled. Legend. Forward thinker at the time. The only thing he knew that he thought that was absolute was that God exists. So in later life he was considered to be maybe a deist, so he thought that God started everything, but all things being equal, the explanation that he came up with was that he can't be an interventionist God, can't make bad or good things happen. So he might have renounced prayer and all of these things because he was a thinking person. Believing in God was just done at the time. We're talking about 1328, the 14th century. That was just a thing.
Yeah.
So to try and explain away, you can't bring logic into the God argument at all. You can't do it. But he was one of the first to explain about faith and what it actually meant, which is believing something not only without evidence, but in spite of evidence to the contrary sometimes. He's a good guy. This week in 1897, Dracula is published. Bram Stoker's Dracula. What's your favourite sort of portrayal or interpretation of Dracula or vampires?
Blade.
Fucking nice.
Honestly,
Such a good one.
I really love it.
I quite like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Do you remember Ultraviolet?
Yeah.
Idris
Oh,
Elba.
yeah.
That's right. That
Idris
wins.
Elba.
Automatically. My favourite explanation for Dracula, or the source of vampires, comes from one of the worst films about vampires, called Dracula 2001. The explanation...
Dracula 2001?
Yeah. It can't be original to that film because of the coincidences, but it's the first time I heard it explained. And it's that Dracula, or the original vampire, is Judas Iscariot, like the guy who portrayed Jesus. And that's why vampires are allergic to anything innately Christian, like crucifixes, crosses, they can't enter churches. Silver, they're supposed to be allergic to silver as well because he was paid 30 pieces of silver.
Dracula 2000, also known internationally as Dracula 2001. Gerard Butler plays Count Dracula, Judas Iscariot. Christopher Plummer plays Abraham Van Helsing. Johnny Lee Miller as Simon Shepherd. There's loads. Danny Masterson as Nightshade. After being on the Gladiators. Sean Patrick Thomas as Trick. Nathan Fillion as Father David. And David J. Francis as Jesus of Nazareth. This sounds shite.
Indeed it was, but I heard that Judas Iscariot thing. Oh yeah, that is cool. I like that. This week in 1936, Tommy Henderson, an Ulster Independent Unionist, stands up to speak in the Northern Irish House of Commons. He's speaking about his opposition to the annual appropriation bill. This is the bill that sort of gives money to different governmental departments. So he listed the departments and his disagreements with governmental decisions on each of them, and by the time he sat down at 3:55 a.m. he had spoken for almost 10 hours.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this guy, Tommy Henderson, he's almost a one-man anti-unionist party, and his thing was to stand up and disagree with the opposition on everything, purposefully on everything apart from the partition in Ireland. And he made a close to 10-hour speech in 1936.
Wow, that's a long time.
Aided only by glasses of water given to him by a member of the Labour Party.
And people just sat and listened to him.
You have to, man. You have to when you're in
So he
Parliament.
did it on purpose.
What time did they start? What time did they actually start?
He started actually in the early afternoon, but there was a brief break between the beginning of his speech. For a debate amongst the opposition, but then he cracked on sort of after dinner and finished up at 3:55 a.m.
The longest continuous speech in the UK Parliament, Westminster, is it was set by Henry Peter Brougham on the 7th of February 1828. He spoke for 6 hours continuously on law reform. He subsequently set the same record in the House of Lords on the 7th of October 1831, again speaking for 6 hours during the second reading of the Reform Act. Stricter standing orders have been introduced. The longest backbench speech was given by Ivan Lawrence on the 5th and 6th of March 1985. He spoke for 263 minutes against the water fluoridation bill.
I wonder if any of it was like repetition. I would like to see if any of them noticed that he
or
was
hesitation
looping.
or deviation.
Yeah.
That brings us on wonderfully after this week in history to Just Tone Minute.
Oh.
If you've got Just Tone Minute, then you can email us with anything to talk about. Your best and worst things of the week, heroes, cunts of the week, and of course questions for tone. Ooh, or Quantone Leaps. Or subjects for pseudoscience of the week. Any of that wins a t-shirt. Enjoy it. The Last 7 Podcast at gmail.com, or follow us on Twitter at The Last 7. Alright then. Antonio won last time, so Justin, it's you up first. So, you have to speak for 1 minute without hesitation, repetition, or deviation. Remember, Tony, you can buzz in if you hear any of those things.
Okay.
On the subject of the sentence filler, You have 1 minute, starting from now.
People who have a nervous disposition tend to not be that great at public speaking, and one of the things that public speaking causes you to do is become very shocked at the situation.
That's hesitation.
Yeah, telling me to be louder as I'm going isn't great.
I gotta say, I didn't really think there was that much hesitation there.
Do you want?
I demand a recount or demand a redo.
I do think that was a bit unfair.
Yeah. Okay. Let's redo.
Okay, so
You didn't
no,
stop.
you just carry on from where you left off.
Oh.
50 seconds remaining. The sentence filler. Go. Hesitation.
That was bullshit. This is a bullshit round. Bullshit.
Antonio. The sentence filler. You have 47 seconds remaining. Go.
People, when having a discussion with others about things they're maybe a bit unsure about, tend to have.
There you go. Damn. Hesitation.
Okay. Jay. The sentence filler.
Oh,
39 seconds remaining. Go.
If I could just pick up from where Antonio left us, people who are nervous in social situations, they tend to relax and rely on a system that their voice puts in place for them, which is just a space filler if they can't think of the right words to say at that moment. Often they'll say something like or you know, just to carry on and agree with the situation, even though they can't think of actual words to say. It's very easy for us to use the resonance of our voice and our throat without using any of our lips or tongue that actually pronunciates and makes words. So it's interesting because when you get somebody in a social speaking situation where they have to maybe deliver a lecture, then there are people who are experts in this field.
Yeah!
That was really good.
That was brilliant. Well done.
So good.
Retaking the crown with aplomb.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one.
5-1 in the series, Antonio.
Okay,
Good effort, mate. How many people do you reckon God kills in the Bible?
475.
We're talking freaking billions, aren't we?
I should say, because it's almost a trick question.
Does it
excluding the flood.
I was going to say, does it establish the
Right.
population? Okay.
Well, hang on
But-
a minute. This is
Oh,
a
no,
trick
it's-
question. What was the question again?
Oh no, it's not a trick. Okay, I'll just
Are
tell
you
you.
sure?
No, it's a number that you can take from. It also includes like the population, estimated population of Egypt at the time, and then their firstborn,
All
for
of them.
instance, because of the 10th plague. Yeah, all of them because of the flood, but excluding the flood, how many people does God specifically order killed or?
427.
Specifically order.
Yeah, there could be tribes of people. Remember, he ordered the death of all of the firstborn Egyptian children.
4.
Go again. I'm saying.
Just leave it
I'm
at
saying,
that.
I'm saying it's not a trick question.
I'm going to go with 650,000.
Nice,
Sure.
nice. You said 400.
Yeah.
20,000.
It's 2,339,366 compared to the devil's 10. And yeah, in those cases, you have to ask God's permission first as well.
So they count as
So
gods.
that's just gods.
So you
That's
bump that
just
up by
God's
10.
lucky ones that he's been like, I'm so glad he asked me permission for that. Yeah, kill him. Yeah, kill that fucker.
I'm not taking responsibility for these ones.
What do you have to do to make the devil want to kill you?
Yeah,
If
because
you're
surely
in-
the
are you
devil
in
wants
hell?
you to just live and just fucking keep pissing God off.
Jim Jeffries makes that point. If Satan is anti-God, and if the devil is his antithesis and his nemesis, why, if you go to hell and you were bad, would he punish you? You're his boys.
Yeah.
You're the guys who are into all the sinning and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you'd be absolutely fine. People have made jokes since rock and roll and hell were invented that's where the best music will be.
Why the hell would the god of evil want you dead once you've achieved everything? Want you dead once you've achieved everything that?
Well, you're already dead. If you're in hell, aren't you? You're damned.
Yeah.
So
You're definitely dead if you're in hell.
I don't know, I like the
unless you
theory, I
carry
like the
on digging
theory.
that hole in
I
your
like the
gut.
theory that you go to hell and Satan shakes your hand. He's like, "Well done, mate. Get in there. Fucking enjoy it. We got pizzas all round. Enjoy whatever you want."
Pizza.
It's the first day in hell, guys. We got a first day.
There's a couple of festivals going on. Just take your pick. Got heavy metal over there. Got pop over there. You got reggae over
I
there.
love it.
fair point.
Yeah, I love it. Pop is damn to
Whatever
hell as
you
well.
want.
Yeah, by popular appeal, unfortunately. Yeah,
Yeah.
One Direction.
You got about 20 different bars, ales over there, ciders over
What music do they
Yeah.
play in heaven?
there. Probably like classical music and And choirs, loads of choirs maybe. Loads of choirs of children.
For the priest out there, yeah.
Yeah, definitely loads of Cliff Richard is the what do you call it? The conductor.
Yeah.
Sitting comfortably, buddy?
Yeah.
Excellent. It's time for a question of tone. Assisted suicide. The legality of doing it. What do you reckon?
What do you mean? What do I reckon on it?
Do you think people should be allowed to end their own lives if they choose?
Yeah,
Alright, awesome.
I do.
And now let's finish in a blaze of culture as we enter Ken's literary salon.
Not much to report this week. Only read one book.
Oh, only the one
No,
book?
I'm just saying.
Burroughs?
No, Moorcock.
Ooh.
It was the second Jerry Cornelius novel
Of course.
in the Cornelius Quartet. This one's called A Cure for Cancer. Yeah, wasn't really about curing cancer
Oh,
or
I was gonna
anything
say,
like that.
Whatever the scientist looked at the recipe in the book.
What's it about?
Apocalypse,
Ah.
essentially. I think that's what the final program is about as well.
All right.
It was yeah, it's quite nuts really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fucking mad book. It's got these insane illustrations like throughout it. But basically, in this one, it's like he's been reborn. That sort of someone says that to him at one point, like, but he's like in negative, so he's like got black skin and like white hair.
Cool.
So he's like there's a point where at customs the guy comments that his passport photo was in negative, as in it's a proper photo. You know, he's got white skin and black hair, you know, etc. But it's like he's got like white painted on his teeth, and there's this woman he goes to investigate who's scraping it off and says about him being reborn. And then he goes a bit nuts, and then they start an affair, and like, yeah, it's just like they get it's basically a sort of battle about anarchy and control. Like he's like this sort of anarchist, multiversal traveler, spy type guy. It's from like the I don't know, like 1970 or something.
Right.
This novel.
Yeah.
And there's this guy Bishop Beasley, who's kind of like the lead figure of the sort of bad guys in it. He's like this super fat bishop, like just constantly eating like cakes and chocolate and shit. It's insane. Like he goes to America at one point, and then there's like a change of government and a big sort of revolution, and they end up in this this camp for like sort of dissidents, and then he escapes that, and it's just goes. It's a weird book, man.
Yeah.
It's very
and
very.
the whole time
strange.
he's in this negative skin colour and hair colour.
Yeah.
So,
Is that reference like loads? Like when he goes places and people like,
why the
Fuck.
fuck? Yeah.
Sometimes like there's a bit early on
Why
when
you
he's
actually so
driving. He's
negative?
driving. He puts like a turban on and stuff, so that people at a glance will think he's just black. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but like in a negative, like what, jet black?
Yeah.
So no light passes through it.
Well,
It's almost like blue, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
says
it's a
jet
bit-
black,
yeah.
and then it says it references him looking like a Biafran at one point. But it's obviously he's got white hair and
There's
he's
a guy who's like that called Lucky Diamond Rich. He holds the record for the most body coverage of tattoos, and he has 100% of his epidermis covered all in black. And then he had white. Now he's having white tattoos done over him. Which was a good while ago, and he's got white hair as well. You want to see the tattoos that he had all before? I'll put up a link actually to Lucky Diamond Rich. You should see all the tattoos he had before, because he had loads of intricate designs everywhere. And he did it all in black.
Fucking hell.
I know, right?
His eyelids as well.
Yeah, eyelids, all of his.
Earlobes.
Yeah,
Fucking
in
inside the ear.
areas count to a point as well.
testicles.
Wow.
Yeah, they'd be alright.
Ah, a tattooed bollock? Are you fucking...
It wouldn't be a bollock, it'd be a fucking sack.
That'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, his sack's better than your bollock.
Ah!
The Jerry Cornelius stuff. I'm loving it. It's disorientating. It's like you don't know what the hell's going on throughout a lot of it. But I think I've read 2 books out of the 4 now.
Right.
I think it's gonna add up a bit more. It comes from a sort of 60s excess, and it's about an attitude, I think, more than a cohesive plot. Do you know what I mean? It's about pushing the novel, or it was about pushing the novel into a space that just, yeah, it's irreverent, bizarre, and it just throws ideas here and everywhere without worrying about the sort of consequences of them.
Sure.
So it's necessarily flippant, but what I mean is like things can happen in the book that you think would have big ramifications for the sort of reality, the world of the novel, but it's not about necessarily exploring those. It's just the character just moves through. I mean, there's some stuff. The reason I think I say like I've only read 2 of the 4 is that it seems to be built into something like his brother reappears in it, and there's sort of references to the previous book in which he was killed. Like, do you know what I mean? It's
Right.
got these odd. I mean, it's Michael Moorcock wrote dozens of novels. He's still alive, like, and still writing, but like exploring like a kind of fictional multiverse. So there's like lots of books. Well, most of them, in fact, feature some form of the same character.
Right.
And so it's like, I mean, this is like in it, like a lot of the novel. It turns out he's trying to retrieve this box that allows him to sort of shuffle possibilities and travel between realities. Because essentially what happens is in the final program he kills his sister, Jerry Cornelius does, Catherine, who he's in love with, and then he's got a body in this one and he's trying to sort of resurrect her, so it's about finding a world where she can live, you know, for even a short time. So they get a week together at the end of this book.
Yeah.
Good week.
But essentially it's about, skims over it, doesn't give you loads of details of it. Gives you loads of details of like, you know, the boat ride through America and stuff. You know, stuff in St. Paul's.
And then they had a week together.
American.
Yeah.
No, but it's like just a sort of heightened sense of everything. Like if you just crank everything up to like there's repeated reports about the number of American like embassy staff, special advisors in Europe. There's like 3 million at one point. And it like keeps cranking up, and there's military occupation of Britain and Europe, and yeah, it's just you know, like just taking stuff that was sort of in the news.
Yeah.
I think like there is like quotes of like adverts and newspaper reports just like throughout it, just kind of thrown in, or like a random. It's purposefully bewildering, I think.
Right.
Intentionally. It's
I
very,
can't wait till
very
you
odd.
reach the end, man. I want to hear a good conclusion
Yeah.
to all this.
I mean, I think it's about chaos and control essentially, but I don't know yet. I'll see. I'll let you know.
Sweet.
I'm on tenterhooks.
Is it not tender?
What are tenterhooks? Because I've closed the laptop now, so.
It's how Italians make sure their camping stuff doesn't blow away.
Tender.
Yeah, I'm on them.
What would you rather have? Upside down head?
You can see upside down as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll correct itself after a while.
I don't think so.
That's science, mate. Check it out.
Is it really?
Yeah. And turn your head all the way around, right? Or your head stays the right way around, but your body turns round. So your neck is coming out of your ass. And you shit in a little hole
That's
there.
not upside down.
That's
That's
yeah,
not
it is.
down.
You said your
Your
body's...
legs come out there and you walk on your hands. Your body's upside down. So your head's just going onto the bit in between the
Oh
legs.
right, I
which
thought
is
you
the
just
same-
meant
the bit in between your arms.
I'd much prefer that because at least I'm not going to be so
I thought-
disinterested.
Hold on,
I
so
thought-
where's your head? In the middle of your... Between
In
your
between-
cock and your
between
belly button?
legs. Yeah.
Between your legs?
No, not between your cock and your belly button. Between your balls and your
So
asshole.
my cock is there.
It's
on
a
my
neck.
chin.
Your gooch is a neck.
So my cock is just under my chin.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Hanging down.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't
And
it?
you walk on your hands.
But
and
still,
your
I.
bum hole is where your head was.
Yeah, I'd much rather that though. I'd much rather that.
You much rather that one than just an upside down head?
Yeah, because an upside. Well, yeah, because at least I'm not going to get disorientated. If my knob is like swinging under my chin, that's nowhere near as bad as like, you know, my head just seeing everything upside down all the time. It'd be really weird. And imagine
Yeah, it's such a stretch that scene.
Imagine the blood circulating like my brain. I already got problems as it is. My brain. It's gonna get worse if it's upside down all the time.
Really though, think about it.
I'll have headaches all the time. Migraines. I'm not a fan of them.
What if you were guaranteed no migraines? Would you still want your head?
I'll be upside down all the time, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Don't like it.
no.
You could
You
easily...
said you walk on your hands.
Yeah, but your head is coming out your ass.
Yeah, but it's not upside down. Then.
No, it's
Keep
coming out
it-
your shoulders
it's
then.
So
coming
hang
out-
on a minute. Every time I shit,
comes out where your head was.
What? No, it doesn't work that. What? So you're saying I'm going to start shitting out
Right,
my
give me a
neck?
pad and a pen, and I'm going to draw it for him.
And with that, I'd like to thank my co-participants for this week, Antonio Romola,
Thank you, mate.
Justin Cliff,
Cheers, buddy.
and Kenneth Trainer.
Thank you.
Remember, if you want to get in touch with us about anything, you can email us, thelast7podcast@gmail.com, or follow us on Twitter @thelast7. Oh, have you done this drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
So you would
That was quick.
rather this or this?
Can you just describe them again quickly, Justin?
So one is that your body is turned upside down and you're walking on your hands, and where your head's been cut off, your neck has been cut off.
Okay.
So where that hole is now your bum hole, and then your neck is put onto where your bum hole is. So your head is the right way around, but your body is upside
So
down.
your head off, turn it upside down, place your neck on your gooch, essentially. Place your head on your gooch.
and then walk on your hands.
Okay.
Or just have your head turned upside down.
And which one was your choice again, mate? Just to clarify.
Yeah, to have my balls under my chin because I don't want my head being upside down.
And obviously put a photograph of it.
Fucking hell, Dave.
It looks weird as fuck, but I'd rather be looking upright.
Faces on it. Glorious, mate. Glorious. I'm glad it took so long. Yeah, beautiful.
I look gutted, don't I? That I'm about my decision.
Why wouldn't you have the upside down head? You fucking maniac! Look at this creature! Oh, fucking seeing
Well, I don't
upside
know.
down would be an inconvenience. You're supposed to learn it to walk on your hand.
For a start, I don't have to be naked, do I? I could put pants on, so my balls aren't showing, and I could shave my chest.
on. You got my trousers on. Your head will be inside of
And
it.
if I put gloves on my feet, then at least they could look like hands. Just have them loosely on my feet.
They'd be like that all the time.
Yeah,
They're
they look like feet
Shoes
with
on my
gloves
hands.
on.
No, if I put shoes on my hands and gloves on my feet, then people will just think, okay, he just walks weird. He just walks weird. He holds his arms up in a really
Just
weird
walks
way.
weird. He's always got that cravat on under his jaw.